Hello, my name is Micah. I've got a 2008 Chevy Malibu here. It's an LTZ model. So you got your alloy rims, you got leather seating. Gosh, you got everything. Everything but the sunroof, I believe, on this thing. It's pretty much fully loaded. Super nice car. It's been in the family for many years. It was originally in Salina, Kansas with my parents. They're actually the owner of it. Excuse me. My father has since passed away, but my mother owns this car now. She has no use for it. She does not have a use for it. I've been driving it for the past year. Up until a week ago, it was my daily driver. Great car. It's got a few things that need some TLC. Needs a little attention, but nothing major whatsoever. Mother wants to get rid of it, and I want to respect that, but we're going to also respect her. We're going to give a really good deal on the car. Going to sell under Blue Book, most definitely. But at the same time, we're going to respect her, and somebody's going to walk away getting a pretty good deal. A little bit of investment to the maintenance that needs to be done, and you have a nice car. The hood is just fine. I have it cracked because we're going to go right to it. It's got 3.6 liter V6 VVT. Clean, very clean. This hydraulic pump needs replaced. It's weak. Sometimes it'll hold itself up. Sometimes I just wouldn't trust it. So if you come look at this car and you bust your head, yeah, you've been warned. So for the past year since I've been driving it, I've done all the fluid changes and whatnot, or I didn't. I actually managed a car dealership here in Wichita. And my guys did that for me, of course, but I didn't do anything else. You know, I'm going to get into it. I don't want you to necessarily go off my word so much as the mechanic I had look into it, but the repairs that he's suggesting were kind of evident, some of them, and I just opted not to do it because it was a temporary car and it wasn't anything that's going to damage it in the long run. Windshield's cracked. It happened due to a cold day. So 2008, 167,000 miles on it. All the panels on the body, they're clean. The paint's clean. There's no chipping, no fading. Like I said, this thing's been garaged most of its life. I mean, you got scratches. There's a door ding here. It's 2008. It's not a perfect car by any means. But yeah, if y'all could just know how my folks took care of things, you'd understand. Salina, Kansas, like I said, is where this came from, or no, excuse me, is where they live and where it's been homed. And this past year, it's been in Wichita. You got door dings here, and I don't. That's fairly new. I don't know if it could be buffed out or not. This here, I caught a log, is what happened, or something. I can't remember for sure, but a guy could screw that in and be done if you wanted to. I just don't like the look of a screw, so I left it as is. My mechanic buddy's, I thought he was a buddy, but he is recommending that all 4 tires be replaced. To each his own, I suppose, when it comes to tire opinions. I don't know. I'm not going to give my opinion on it. The two front, I will give my opinion on it because I think they could use replaced. They do have a lot more wear than the rear tires, but you know, it's your choice. Got some road rash under the bumper. It's from my driveway. It's a steep one. That crack in the windshield, just depending on how tall you are, how short you are. You know, I mean, I left it there because I can argue that it's out of my line of sight. That's how it reads from what I understand. All right. Like I said, this thing needs a little TLC. I've been not doing. She's been telling me she's sick, and I've just kind of been ignoring her, but nothing major. Anything major would have been fixed. I'm not going to do that. Verbatim, I'm just going to read what he's got here. All 4 tires are shot. TPM sensors, those are the air pressure sensors in the tires. They're annoying. On a 2008, you know, unless it really annoys you, and I'll show you what you'll see daily, I wouldn't fix it. It's about $60 a tire. From last time I had it checked, the rear left one was the bad one. Not all 4 are necessarily bad. Maybe they are, but the last time I had it professionally checked, it was the left rear. So, but I'm going to tell you, if it could be all 4 too. We don't know. Didn't look into it. It's just not worth it. Lower motor mount, nothing. That's just something that holds the motor. It is important, don't get me wrong, but inexpensive part, a little bit of labor to put it in. Vacuum leak on the PC valve, spark plugs times 6 shot. That is true. You will hear this car sputter. It needs new spark plugs. Valve cover gaskets, pretty standard for 167,000 miles. It's just a seal, is all it is. Pop off the gaskets. They're actually, when they do the transmission, the valve covers, or excuse me, not transmission, but the spark plugs, they'll be in that same spot. So there you go. Windshield's broke. We've seen that. Oh, I forgot, passenger side mirror. It's cracked. Everything works over there. You can see through the mirror. It's just cracked. Middle dome light is broke. Yeah, it's that switch up there. It pops out. It actually works. There's nothing wrong with it, other than that switch for some reason won't catch sometimes. Most of the time, 90% of the time. And down here it looks like license plate lights out. So, all right, it's got LTZ model. You got your power windows, power doors, power mirrors, power seat, and this thing, man, it goes frontwards, it goes backwards, it goes up, it goes down, it does all kinds of things. Right here, I don't care how tough you are, guy, if you sit on this leather seat during the winter and you don't have this, all right, for whatever reason, it's got these real fancy pedal things where you can let your pedals come to you, or you can push those pedals away from you, whatever you choose to do, because after all, you got leather. It's a life of luxury. Nice little hidey hole there. One thing I really enjoyed about this car, it had the perfect amount of storage. All the seats are in great condition. There's not a rip, there's not a tear, I don't believe. Headliner, no rips, no tears. And if you're out here buying, you know, a car with 166,000 miles, or excuse me, 167,000 miles, and you happen to have a 3-car garage at home, there you go. You can control every door that you have. We're going to, excuse me, gotta fire it up. The tire sensor warning comes on, so the mileage is real quick on this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it. There's your mileage, 166,949. Close the door. I'm gonna turn the car on. I don't know if you can hear that sputtering, but there's some sputtering. Service tire monitor, that's those tire sensors that I was telling you about. This little orange light here with that car and the curvy little things there, that is your there it is, service traction ESC. I believe it's ESC. Anyways, it happened to me last year during the winter, an icy day. My tires got to spinning, that light came on. It ended up going off. I'm thinking I unhooked the battery last year, but maybe I didn't, I don't know, and it went off. Never came back on. We just had some ice, I think a couple 2-3 weeks ago. Spun it, everything's fine, and right towards the end of everything's melting, well, the very next day, it didn't stay around, that darn thing came on. Whether it stays on, don't know. Whether it goes off, don't know. And I don't know if there's something broke or not. It operates fine. Mechanic says you can go as is if you're okay with the light. So 2008, I'm not going to worry about something like that. You may. That there is just a warning that you got one of your tires is reading low error. Again, those sensors are not good, or at least one of those are not good, and that's all you get. It doesn't never tell you which tire. So you got your radio. If this is blinking, well, now that I got it off, but if this is blinking like right here, it just does not do that in real life. This is not blinking right now with me. It may be on your computer screen. Don't know why it does that, but sometimes it does. I believe the CD player works. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Audio in works, so if the CD player doesn't work, download your music to a file, and then there you go. And if you can't do it, have a grandkid do it. All right, AC works wonderful, and here in February, I'm happy to say we are using that AC. Heater works just fine. I think anything inside here, I think everything works, if I remember right. Everything I used, at least, I can say that. Power windows. Oh, let's see. We're gonna go here to the power mirrors. Works like a charm. Works like a charm. Horn. Oh, this is something that does not work. These buttons do not work. Cruise works. Cruise control works, but this info and these two buttons here that where you toggle through all this information, they don't work. Okay, see, no worky. From what I understand, there's a clock spring in here somewhere in this general area. My lead mechanic at our car dealership told me it's kind of a common problem with the GMs. I think he said about 60 or 100 bucks for just the clock spring alone. I said, well, not worth it. I already know I've got issues up here because of the tire monitoring stuff that I'm not going to fix. So, and that dominates the warning lights here. So it just wasn't an option for me, but it can be fixed. These do work. You've got your volume for your radio.
You and me.
Ooh, good song. You can mute it if you wanted to. This has that manual shifting. I don't know a whole lot about it, but if you want to be really cool, you could go to manual shifting in your 2008 Chevy Malibu LTZ, fully loaded with leather, everything but the sunroof. All right. Okay, you can hear it sputter. The top end speed, the highway, I don't notice. It's the spark plug issue. What I notice is when I'm taking off from a intersection or just a dead stop. There's a sharp turn right. You don't hear any knocking. Power steering pump's not whining. I'm gonna go over this little curve here a little slow. We're gonna do it sharp to the left. Again, no knocks, no whining, no squeals. And we're gonna go up here, we're gonna give it a hard brake. Steering wheel didn't shake, my hand was off of it. It's a good running car, it really is. It just needs a little TLC. Again, my mechanic that looked at it, more than likely he'd be more than willing to do the work for you. Of course, at an additional cost. That's to each his own on a car. You know, if it's 2008, you know, to one guy he might want to fix this, to another guy he's looking at that guy going, why would you waste the money? So I'm not going to throw a bunch of money into it for, you know, someone that may not want something done. I'm going to sell it below book value so it sells quick. Do my mother a favor and get it off her insurance and get it moving, and then turn around, she can have that feel-good feeling that somebody out there who wanted a good reliable car got one cheaper than they pay for it anywhere else. So I'm glad didn't have that hood. I'm gonna have you windshield wipers work. No ticks. No ticks or anything. My mechanic suggested the valve cover gaskets be replaced. I don't know if you can see it, but that black thing down in there, that's your valve cover. There's a gasket between that and I don't know what that's called, maybe the engine block. Who knows? Not a mechanic. Pretty simple. You go in there, change out spark plugs. They got it open. Have them change that out too. He did not say oil pan gasket. Ow! Gosh. Sorry, that ground's hard. No rust. No rust outside of what's expected. This surface rust. So yeah, you get yourself a new windshield, some spark plugs, probably some tires. And you got a good car. I would drive it to California. I wouldn't think twice about it, to be honest with you. We've never had a problem as a family with this car. It's been a pretty good car. Anyways, my name is Micah. This is a 2008 Chevy Malibu LTZ. It's got everything but the sunroof, they say. And it needs a new home. So mom says it needs to go bye-bye. So if you like, give me a call, 316-550-5053. My personal cell is 316-550-5053.